for the title here this weekend. Dave Chisnall, can he avoid an upset here? Well, I for one doubt whether he can, because Jermaine Wattimena has the credentials to pull off another upset here. Chizzy is the overwhelming odds-on favourite, 5-1 on there or thereabouts. And certainly he'll have his work cut out here, Rod Harrington.
Yes, he certainly will. I mean, already 6 seeds have gone down this afternoon.
Throw first. Game on.
If Chizzy does not really get out of the gate quick, then he could be on his way home as well. I mean, Premier League player is used to the big crowd, he's used to the noisy crowd, but his form of late has not been as good as he would have wanted it. And
100.
I mean, it is testament to the PDC systems, Rob, that these players that are coming through now
60.
are not scared of the top seeds. They're getting up there, they're throwing great darts, and yeah, I'll blow our own trumpet, as we say.
60.
It is testament that we've got the game pretty much right the way through the system.
Yeah.
And while this is going on,
60.
there's development tours going on back in England. 4 tournaments, 2 yesterday, 2 today. £40,000 up for grabs.
Yeah.
60.
The thing about Chisnall as well is, yeah, he's a Premier League player, and he's seeded 8 here. He's picked up a bit of prize money over the last 2 years or so, but he's not actually won a title for a long time. He had a Players' Championship final victory in May, and that was the last title he won, and that was 41. The first title he won in 18 months. So where he's always challenging for honours, he's not actually delivered.
43
by and large.
He's a great guy.
He's a great player as well.
Yeah, he's a great player and he's a great guy. There's no one to speak a bad word about Chizzy. He just gets on with his game. If the PDC asks him to do anything, he just does it. He hits a lot of 180s. Thanks, Chiz. However, he does throw some real bad darts at crucial times. This little bit of a flaw in his throw keeps coming out, and the rhythm, as we talked about quite a bit this weekend already.
40.
And there you have it.
Just 68.
When he gets the chance, he's just not doing it.
He didn't like that first dart, did he? He had to step it to the side to find his way through. Wattimena found his way through there, and that's a good recovery by Jermaine, because he was in just a degree of trouble there. Okay, it's only a holder throw anyway, but no particular damage done. The thing about Chizzy as well, he has this incredible habit, well, not habit, but he's had this incredible run of coming up against Van Gerwen quite a lot as well, which doesn't help. But
do you know what? When you're on the downer, every player will go, do you know what? Everybody plays brilliant against me. Well, that's not the case.
Easy one.
What the case is that when you're getting chances, you're not taking them to get control of the game, so you're letting your opponent in. And that's the main of it. All right, if you're going to play Michael Van Gerwen, you know what you're to expect. But if you're one of the best players in the world, you've got to hack it with him. You've got to take the game to him, otherwise you're not going to win a title.
100.
And at the moment, Chizzy's not won a major title, a TV event, and whether he will is debatable because of this little flaw in his throw.
Yeah. Well, Van Gerwen beat Chizzy in the quarterfinals in Venray last month. Beat him in the Masters final, of course, as well at the end of January, and also in the quarterfinals of the Players' Championship finals in Minehead in November. And they also met in the final in Innsbruck when Chizzy gave Van Gerwen a real good run for his money. Had his chances that day for a 4-2 lead in that final. Didn't take it, but he's taken that opportunity there. As Chizzy's manager watches on. I also made a note as well, just to prove I did write it down, the over 4.5 180s market in the betting even money prior to the start of play in this one. 41. That really stood out for me.
Well, absolutely.
I mean, it's
bang on. I mean, Wattimena, he hits a lot of 180s, and we know 40. What Chizzy can do. Even when he's out of rhythm, he's going to hit 3 or 4 himself anyway.
96.
Well, Wattimena was the 6-4 winner over Alan Norris yesterday. He beat the World Championship quarter-finals 6-4. Averaged 85. I think his average is much higher in the first 2 legs of this one.
100.
Well, obviously, talking about the odds, Chizzy would have, like you said, was 1 to 5 on.
Yeah.
And I know a few of the Dutch would have
137.
taken a nice little bet on Wattimena.
Yeah, he was 7 to 2, 100 to 30 thereabouts. And he's in a good position to hold his throw here as well.
140.
Although Chizzy's just put a degree of pressure back on here. Double 80 once, double 4. Nicely done. He looks comfortable on the doubles as well.
Mind you, I have to say that as good a player William O'Connor is, that previous match with Kim Hypex didn't expect that, did he?
90.
I mean, there is an argument that, you know, the qualifiers have already played a match
95.
on the stage, and we say the first match is always the hardest, which it is. So the seeds are coming in for their first match, where the other players have already played one game.
95.
But then the seeds are the seeds because they've done that week in, week out. So
yeah.
60.
Well, Chizzy has had success in Europe. He won the German Championship in 2013. He beat Peter Wright in the final then. But that's it. He's only got one European title to his name. Didn't
100.
win last year. Like I say, gave Van Gerwen a good run for his money in the final in Innsbruck, having been blown away by Van Gerwen in London the week before. That's another meeting they had.
But do you know what? With Chizzy's ability, you would have expected him to win a lot more tournaments. A bit like Lewis. I know Lewis is a double world champion and won loads of other tournaments. But with his ability, I actually expected him to have put more titles alongside his name.
135.
Chizzy,
You require 76.
with his ability, expected him. That's 61. Oh, he's missed the 11.
He's missed the 11 as well. So 47, he'll set this up
44.
to leave double 60.
You require 111.
Oh, now then. Topsy once. Sorry, double 80 once, and he takes it. Well.
A crucial breaker throw for Wattimena. And he threw first in the match, so Chizzy's going to have to break this man twice now to win this game. And now the pressure's on Chizzy, and this is where he's got to keep his, what I call his shape, got to keep his height. Stop the
40.
head from lurching back like that. The head throws itself back, which decreases the speed of the arm on release.
100.
And then the brain tells the hand that the dart's not going to get the height, and then the overreaction with the hand.
Oh, Chizzy has work to do. It's a step in the right direction, but
140.
we see Chizzy shading the averages, but Wattimena ruthless on the doubles.
Yeah, for Chizzy's ability, that they're mediocre averages, aren't they? The front nine for Chizzy's score and power is very poor. You have to say, you would expect Chizzy to be well over 110.
99.
On that front nine.
141.
And the triple 19 would have left the double
109.
12.
And you require 102.
Well, he took out 111 in the last visit. Certainly capable of doing this, not anymore.
48. Dave, you require 32.
So Chizzy to break back straight away.
In
And
charge of the
also
sixth flag.
needed that.
Dave Chisnall. Sixth flag, Dave, to throw first.
Yes, a nice 13 dart leg there from Chizzy. Now he needs to push on. He needs to keep pounding this treble 20.
83. 100.
See if he can throw every dart like that first one.
120.
And the third one there was no real snatching it. The head didn't throw itself back. And
60.
Well, aside from the Premier League exploits last year, his
96.
second biggest payday of 2015 was at the Grand Slam. He picked up 7,500 for reaching the last
60.
16, but he bagged 30 grand for a 9-dart finish. So, by way of a consolation prize, that was more than handy.
180.
Yeah, Chizzy's just stepped it up a degree here.
yes, he has.
100.
He broke the
They
front for
require
13.
84.
This could be a 14, but he's going to get 6 darts, so he won't go the bullseye route. He's have to go. Oh no, it's double 12.
Yep.
60.
Well, he'll be back. Wattimena, a player who won the first tournament he ever entered. It was the Malta Open in 2008. And he's getting closer.
No score.
Some way off the target anyway.
You require 51.
And suddenly Wattimena from nowhere has a chance to steal this.
19.
But he doesn't.
Yeah, he missed the big number to give himself 2 darts to the double. What a mistake that is at a crucial time. He could have taken a 4-2 lead. I mean, Chizzy's let him in. I can't see Chizzy letting him off again.
No, right.
Yeah,
Chisnall with a wave of the hand, sort of acknowledging that he was perhaps lucky to get away with that one. And the trebles are eluding Wattimena once again here at the start of leg 7. Pivotal moment this, you feel, this leg?
Yeah, this is where Chizzy's got to start filling that treble 20 up.
100.
He's got to, with a lot of these newcomers and the young players, especially the quick throwers, if you can get on in front of them and keep pounding them,
96.
they do start to wear down a little bit. And that's what Chizzy, with his experience and scoring power, that's what he's got to do.
137.
Yeah, losing his way here, Wattimena, you feel?
Yeah, that was a terrible snatch.
83.
Just wondering how good Chisnall could be if he
100.
could just straighten out this minor. It's not a huge flaw, it's just a minor flaw, but that minor flaw is costing him legs. Just wonder how good he would be. You know, that extra 5%.
93.
Well, he's had 4 visits here of 100 or less, but this is much more like it.
140. They require 88.
But Chizzy here with a real opportunity for another break of throw. Even more so now, double 14.
74.
And he's come inside as well, so
requires 64.
a let off for Jermaine here. Can't afford to miss the big numbers here as he did in the last visit. Tops he wants. And that's more like it.
Jermaine Wattimena.
Just the 1 dart at double 20, but it was enough.
Throw first.
Yes,
Game
again,
on.
2 darts and a double for Chiz, and he's lost the leg.
140.
And that 7th leg victory
100.
might just have given Wattimena a fresh impetus here. Had the advantage of throwing first, and that may well prove
100.
decisive. It looks as though it could go the distance, this one. Only 1 match today
60.
has gone to an 11th leg. That was the 2nd game between Pipe and Painter.
Well, 4 180s, Rob. Another 180, and that little tip of yours will come up.
Yeah.
123.
The 4 180s came in the first 3 or 4 legs, though. That was the
85.
thing, they've dried up.
They require 138. 106.
Well, that leaves him double 16.
140. They require 32.
Double 8 is normally quite reliable on.
Wow.
But not today.
2 of those darts, the 16s and the last one 8s, is a long way off. And Wattimena could
here.
nick here again.
96.
That was for a 5-3 lead and a break of
They
throw.
require 8.
Well, Chizzy can't afford to pass this one up, and he doesn't. Little wonder he's mopping his brow. He's really feeling the heat here, Dave Chisnall.
100.
Well, this is where Chizzy's got to fire in a 12 dart leg. A 180, a 140, or a couple of 180s. He needs to frighten the young man.
100.
Tons will not do it.
96. 137.
Just getting his nose in front slightly. Needs another big score if Wattimena fluffs his lines here, which he has done. So a chance now for Chizzy to press on.
Yeah, he's more or less got the throw. He certainly has now. He needs to find another one of those, though.
100.
Okay, he's down to a finish.
We should get 6 darts from that one, 6-4.
100. 164.
However, he doesn't want a visit without a treble, which he's not done. Another one of those leaves the bullseye. 76. 88.
He's having a good long think about it.
124.
Well, he played a chance there. If he'd hit the big 16, he'd have cost himself a dart at a double. But he's hit the treble 16. So give him 3 clear darts at a double.
Yeah, 4 from 16 so far on the doubles. But no problem there. And what a time to find a break of throw in the 9th leg. He's now throwing first for a 6-4 victory.
Game on.
Yeah, that's a good strong leg from Chisnall. He's got such a good game in it, has Dave.
$58.
Not the start he would have wanted. Maybe something for Wattimena to pounce on, and he's all over it.
140.
Yeah, Dave's got to return that 140. Plenty of room to the left of that dart.
Still a lot more as well.
Just going to slide this in between the flights.
140.
Still room here.
140.
Wattimena's discovered his touch again.
$133.
That's nice from Chizzy. Oh, Wattimena still keeping the pressure on here.
136. Davey record 170.
Well, we've seen Van Gogh do it 5 times over the last 2 weeks. Chizzy's not going to do it.
98.
So 85 to stay in this match. He's gone the 25-20 double top.
45.
Now a chance for Chisnall.
Once again, he's missed double 20. That's twice now.
72.
He's missed double 20 at critical stages. One was for a break, and that one was for keeping himself in the match. Double 18 is the target, and double 18 is taken out by Chizzy. My word, he was given a rough ride there by Jermaine Wattimena, but Chizzy has managed to get himself through. He avoids being the latest seed to fall by the wayside. Jermaine Wattimena will take a great deal of comfort from what he's achieved so far this weekend, but it is the end of the road for the Dutchman. Managed to see off Alan Norris 6-4.
Und an euch sagen wir vielen Dank für den Moment. Wir würden euch jetzt bitten, alle über den Raucherbereich die Halle zu verlassen, damit wir hier die Gelegenheit haben, mal ordentlich sauber zu machen, ein bisschen durchzuwischen und